Okay, so here's problem number 6. In this problem, they are asking you for the absolute value of x minus 5 equals 10. So what you need to remember about absolute value is that any number, its absolute value is just its distance away from 0. So for example, if we said the absolute value of 5, it is 5 units away from 0. If you said the absolute value of negative 5, it is also just 5 units away from 0, but in the other direction. So when you're doing problems like this, you can just think about the value of the number and not necessarily its sign. So in this problem, we have x minus 5 is equal to 10. But because it's the absolute value, it's saying that it just needs to be 10 units from 0. So it could actually either be x minus 5 equals 10, or it could be x minus 5 equals negative 10. And either of those two situations would solve this problem. So then you can just solve each problem separately. So to get the x by itself here, I'm going to cancel the negative 5 by adding it. So then I have x is equal to 15 on this side. And then on this one, I add 5. And negative 10 plus 5 is negative 5. And then in this problem, because it said which is the smallest value that's equal to 10, negative 5 is smaller than 15, so then that would make negative 5 the answer. The other thing to remember with like this type of problem, or any problem where they're asking you to identify the value of x or a variable, they're giving you only 4 answer choices. So as a worst case scenario, instead of just solving it, you could also always plug these answer choices in. And on this type of multiple choice test, that's actually a pretty good strategy. It'll take a little bit longer time-wise, but it shouldn't be too bad since you only have 4 choices. So in this example, if I was going to plug in, I would say, okay, the absolute value, and I would plug in a. So negative 15 minus 5, I want to see is that equal to 10. So negative 15 minus 5 is negative 20. Negative 20 is not going to be equal to 10, even though it's the absolute value. So 20 doesn't equal 10. So then I can plug in negative 5, and in this case it would work because negative 5 minus 5 is negative 10, and the absolute value of negative 10 is 10, right? So that's how we can check to make sure that one works. And the same thing, so you would just go and check and make sure all of them, like the other two don't work. But again, in this problem, it asks for the smallest answer, so negative 5 is the smallest one anyways. So that would be how you do it.